going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here. We're gonna be trying to one-shot this. We're gonna be doing a one-shot of Node 9. Actually, this is my first recording, and it worked out really well. So hopefully, you guys can get some insight from this. And yeah, this is our setup I'm running here. Thanos to the far left. We got Hela in the middle, and then Minerva is all the way to the far right. So that way she's protected from all the hits. And yeah, as you come into this node, it's a pretty gruesome node because double gravitons. You got aim security there. I think there's a Scarlet Witch. There's some pretty nasty characters, and luckily for us, we got lucky because just with the way I have set up here, Graviton actually goes right for Hela and takes her out almost immediately. And then from that point on, once we get that second Greg there, that basically seals the deal for this node. And I mean, yeah, it's definitely not impossible, but probably take a few tries. I know some people have had a few tries on it, and it's going to take a little bit of time if you guys want to one-shot it. As you see there, Graviton throws the stun. Doctor Strange also kills Hela there, and luckily for us, we don't get Greg coming down. And then from that point on, we got two Gregs. So we'll speed the footage up here since nobody wants to watch a very long video. But from that point on, because we have that extra Greg and the extra, basically when any of the Gregs go down, they get that turn reduction, and we also have heals coming in from Minerva. It's an absolute, it's pretty much a set game and match there. You want to make sure you can get rid of some of the characters that are going to be able to revive. So we're going for Scientist Supreme here because she's annoying. She's going to keep applying and removing our debuffs, and we don't want that. So that's why we're going for her right away. And then you also want to stun Scarlet Witch. That's what we did with Proxima there. We stunned her first because you want to make sure she's not redistributing that health. Otherwise, yeah, it's going to be annoying. We take care of Scientist Supreme first, and then of course the next big target is Doctor Strange, and that's probably why this node is so hard, because you're trying to figure out what character to go for first. And really here, you want to just keep going for Doctor Strange, because the moment he gets that revive in, booyah, that's what he did there. See, you guys saw that he got the revive in. And then, of course, Scarlet Witch also did a health redistribution. So everything that could have went wrong did go wrong here. So that's why at that point I was like, oh gosh, we should just exit out and do another reset. But I said, you know what? They got a lot of debuffs. We got two Gregs. Let's see where we can get with this one. And basically, I just ran with it. So if there's anything to learn about this one, it might be just a better idea just to go for Doctor Strange first. We went for Scientist Supreme, and that kind of ended up biting us in the butt because I thought she was squishier and she was a better target to go for, and then she removes the debuffs as well. So anyways, that's, yeah. And then as you guys saw there, Scarlet Witch kind of just screwed things even more with the health redistribution, but we do have a comeback. So it is nice that we have that health redistribution nullified, because it actually like allocates their health pools. Yeah, it gives them a little bit of heals, but also reallocates a bit of it. So it does actually do a bit of damage to people because they get their health redistributed around. So I mean, it's a plus and it's a negative. But yeah. Anyways, once you take care of Scientist Supreme here and you finish off Doctor Strange, then that's pretty much the big problematic guys. As long as you can contain Scarlet Witch so she doesn't do that health redistribution again, it's pretty simple after that. Yes, the Gravitons are going to be extremely annoying because they're throwing slows and stuns, and actually the slows actually help us out because we have two Gregs. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice because we have two Gregs. That extra reduction in turn plays such a key role, and luckily for us, we got two right from the get-go. And then for some weird reason, they just kept going for her, and then all of a sudden we've got three on the board. So I mean, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. You can, at this point in time, once you take care of those characters, I'm going for not taunt. I'm going for the shield, the aim security, because he's slow. You can apply the debuffs, and then you can spread him off with Hela's ultimate. So that's what I was doing. And then go for the gravitons because they're annoying. And then you can pretty much just leave the minion last there, because they're the infector's pretty crappy character. The next wave isn't as bad. I personally, for me, I don't think it's as bad as the first wave. The first wave is definitely the hardest one. You get through that wave, and if you got a couple of Gregs coming alongside you, I think you're in a pretty good situation here. We don't have any crazy revives and health redistributions. Yes, we do have some problematic characters, but you know, I will take this node over the other, or this wave over the other wave. Make sure you're disrupting Crossbones there, because he's gonna taunt if you don't. Take care of Taskmaster by stunning him, and again, Proxima comes up so big for all these nodes, for all these cosmic nodes. I think she is so underappreciated. Silver Surfer, I mean, lots of people have been using him, and lots of my guys, lots of my friends, they've already bought the offer pack, and they've got him leveled up to tier 13, 14, and I mean, yeah, he's a great character, but I find that you know, if you have to figure out, first you got to get him leveled up to level 80, and then you have to also get him tiered up. So I mean, it's a lot of work, but if you guys have the resources for it, I'd say he's definitely worth it. I'm still trying to work through my strike pass and get the shards on him. So I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a long process for sure. But he's a great character, and I've already seen some footage of other content creators using him on cosmic nodes, and he seems to be pretty good. But I still think that if you guys are already working on Hela, and she also uses the same materials as Silver Surfer, between the two of them, I think I'd still stick with Hela, because most people have her leveled up. They have her geared already from Dark Dimension 3. She's got Greg. She's got that spreading of the debuffs. I mean, if you bring Silver Surfer, he's good, but you definitely don't want to just bring him alone. You probably have to bring him with Hela, and if you have to bring both of them for cosmic nodes, yeah, that's gonna be a lot of cosmic materials, and it might take you a bit, because we still need cosmic materials for Ebony Maw as well, for the legendary nodes. So I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of cosmic materials, and I don't know if it's worth it, but either way, Silver Surfer, great character. You know, otherwise, if you're not trying to put him with Hela and you're just trying to, you know, power through it, it'll probably be doable. Just probably won't be like a one-shot or anything like that. But like I said, as people get him unlocked and they're experimenting him with more, who knows? Maybe they'll find some crazy combination, maybe with the X Factors or some of the other characters for these cosmic nodes. Anyways, once you get rid of you know, Taskmaster and Vulture, Vulture gets a speed filled every time anybody dies, so that's kind of annoying, so you want to take care of him as well. And then of course, Mysterio's nice on this one, because yeah, as you take care of him, he spawns illusions, and the illusions actually are nice because it gives energy to our Thanos. And of course, the heals from Minerva are also, you know, they're very, very nice for the team for sustainability. Next wave is, I would say it's still not as bad as the first wave, but yeah, you know, obviously we got two Hulks here, which are kind of, you know, a little bit crazy. I think they only, if I recall here, they don't really taunt. They just kind of smash. And yeah, just get onto one target and just spread those debuffs to everybody like that, and then it's pretty much, like I said, debuffs is the way to go here for Dark Dimension 4. And Hela does such an amazing job with spreading those debuffs to everybody, and that's why I'd say if you got to bring any character up here for Cosmic, you got to make sure you have Hela, because yeah, those debuffs are just such a key component. The disruption, the bleeds, the offense down, yeah, you need everything. Containing Falcon there, because if you don't, he's going to use a speed up and then give everybody that extra turn, so that's going to be a big problem for us. So you want to make sure you can get him controlled. And there's and then the Vultures, yeah, they're annoying. Every time you kill somebody, they get their speed bar filled, or I think if Greg dies too, they get it filled. Like, yeah, it's annoying, but you know, at least they're not crazy dangerous. You also want to watch out for Mr. Fantastic as well, because yeah, he's got some pretty crazy damage from his ultimate, and of course he can stun as well. So of course that can get annoying, and you don't want them stunning your characters, right? And making it harder for you guys. But yeah, otherwise I'd say this is probably an easier wave than the previous wave too, because we don't have to worry about a Taskmaster, and then of course the double Hulk is, you know, they're there, but it's not like it's Hulk on his own isn't exactly the best character. If he's with an Avengers type team, might be a little bit of a different story. But yeah, as you guys see here, we're just stacking debuffs and spreading them, and that's the best way to go here. And yeah, as you kind of see here, every time they kind of do their little AoE and hit a couple Gregs, we just get a ton of heals back. Mysterio is one that you want to be conscientious of as well, because he does have the heal block, and if they heal block, that can, you know, sting a bit, because if you don't get those heals across the board, you can, you know, some of the characters might actually end up dying. So luckily for us, we do have lots of Gregs, so that gives us a huge advantage. But yeah, just, you know, every time they do their AoE or splash damage or whatever, it kills usually 1 or 2 Gregs, and that helps us out immensely. If they're not killing Greg, then Greg's just exploding on the next turn, so then they die either way. But as you guys see here, yeah, take care of the Mr. Fantastics first, and then you can probably, from that point on, I mean, take care of those guys. You could probably just go for whoever, but yeah, keep the guys that are you know, that are not getting damaged, or they're slower or stunned or whatever. Stack the debuffs on them, and that's what we're doing here. Stacking them on the slower characters is good, so then you can spread it with Hela. And that's what I mean. I mean, Silver Surfer is a great character, but just the way that Hela spreads those debuffs, it's a tough one. It's a tough one to compensate for, especially because Silver Surfer is a great character one-on-one, but as a team character, yeah, I think Hela fits more of that team role better than Silver Surfer does, just because she has a lot of capabilities, like the disruption. Her single target attack can bypass a ton if the health is lower, which is also nice. And then of course she also has that debuff spread, which is just insane. If there's at least if you T4 it, it spreads at least at least 4 negatives across to everybody across the board. So that's just nuts. It's just absolutely crazy good. And then we got the minions left over, and yeah, not too crazy here. I mean, like I said, it's pretty straightforward if you got Gregs on the board. And I think the hardest node on Cosmic was probably the first one, node 7, just because you get that initial bomb from Strife and Namor, and then you got Emma Frost ulting, and then you also have Blob there and Magneto as well. So yeah, I'd say for this one, I was surprised. I thought I was gonna have to reset this one, but yeah, this was actually just my first attempt on this node, and I actually just freaked out because I was like, wow, I can't believe it was just my first try on it. And then we lucked out with them targeting Hela, and then we got 2 Gregs, 3 Gregs, and then pretty much the moment 3 was on the board, I mean, I don't know if we can get more, but yeah, that's pretty nuts. Next wave here again, not too, I don't think it's too crazy of characters. They're kind of winding down here, it looks like. I think if you want, you can probably go for Red Skull first if you're afraid of him, but he does, like I said, he gets that extra benefits from all the Hydra characters that are on the board. So yeah, you want to go for him if you can, but yeah, go for a slow character like Green Goblin, so that way you can stack the debuffs and then you can spread it to everybody across the board. These debuffs are just absolutely amazing. Yeah, and then you can just go for those problematic ones you don't like. I'm just going for Green Goblin because I don't like Green Goblin. He does a ton of damage with his ultimate, and yeah, you don't want that happening. But at this point, yeah, when I was recording this, so many characters, and I'm thinking to myself, who the heck do I go for? Because there's a ton of characters on the board here, and I basically just went for who was right in front of my face, which is a slow character. I don't know why I didn't go for Red Skull here first, but yeah, it's funny. I'm always watching and reviewing these, and I'm just thinking to myself like, yeah, I could have went for Red Skull. So I wonder why. Yeah, I wonder why I just didn't do it right from the start. Anyways, yeah, Proxima shines so well in this one because that stun and that speed reduction combined with Greg's speed reduction. Yeah, you're gonna need every little bit of help if you know, to get this one done. And I know with this team, definitely a little bit harder with 4 people, but if you push for 5 characters, I right now I'm trying to finish up a 5th character, and by the time I'm getting this video done here, there's no way I'll have him ready. But I was getting close on Corvus because we get a lot of skilled materials, and I was thinking either Zemo or Corvus for you know, for the second run of Dark Dimension 4. So it'll probably be one of those characters as my 5th, because global right now we only had Emma Frost, Sinister, Ghost, and Black Widow. So we didn't really have a 5th there. And then of course Cosmic, we've only got the 4 characters right now, and we're trying to get that 5th one done. And I don't plan on taking Nick Fury up or any other skilled character for the legendary nodes that are worth it. So might as well just use those skilled character materials on other ones that are better. And I think everyone knows how good Baron Zemo is. Yeah, he's just awesome. And then of course Corvus goes well with Black Order, so he'll come into the Cosmic nodes the next run I have on the, you know, the timed run, I guess. But yeah, anyways, yeah, next wave, speaking of Baron Zemo, yeah, you get Taskmaster dropping with Zemo, and not a bad wave considering there isn't a full board of characters. So this is kind of, you know, if you get here, it's pretty straightforward as well, because yeah, it's pretty much just another follow-up wave, which I don't know why they do that for Dark Dimension 4, but I guess that's just something they've changed about it. In Dark Dimension 3, they just basically dropped a full board, but they've made it easier in 4 by only dropping 2 or 3 characters versus like 7 or 8 at once. So that's been kind of nice. But yeah, containing Taskmaster, spreading those debuffs again, slapping the, you know, the heals when you can. And I mean, really, we barely even used Minerva's revive. Like nobody's really even died on us, which is actually pretty good. And I think the only time someone dies is actually near the end of this, where I actually I don't know what happened. I think I should have used a heal, but all of a sudden they just kept focusing all their damage, and they actually took care of Minerva, which gave me a scare because Minerva actually ends up dying, and we do get the node done, but she does end up dying, and she doesn't live through the node, but that's okay because we don't really need her moving forward after Cosmic, so that's fine. We didn't really need her alive anyways, but did give me a scare because she went down, and I got a bit worried because obviously she is like the backbone to the heals, and outside of Hela getting heals from Greg, nobody else really heals. Oh, I guess Thanos. Actually, sorry, I guess I forgot about Thanos. Thanos heals, but yeah, it's just not really the same here. And as you guys will see this right near the end here, we're pretty much there. Once we take care of Heimdall, we'll get the last wave. Well, sort of the last wave dropping, but yeah, pretty much the last wave. And I forget. I'm just trying to remember who it was, but yeah, you want to go right from the get-go. We get Pyro here because you have to contain him. He's going to be a problem if you don't. That's the biggest part here. We'll heal up Thanos there, as you guys see. Unfortunately, Crossbones does get that taunt on us, so it sucks because it ends up actually eating up our attacks. And that's why Proxima is so good as well, because her single target actually rips off the taunts. And then, of course, to make things worse, once you get through the taunt of Crossbones, we have Obsidian here also taunting for us. And yeah, basically just screwing us up there. So that's fine. We'll eventually get through the taunt. But yeah, you want to make sure you can take care of Human Torch, because if he ults and does his thing, it's just like in Dark Dimension 3. It's just decimating. You don't want him ulting. I think there was another node too. I forget if it was in the global or if it was in the initial 3 nodes that have no restrictions. I forget which node it was, but we were up against Human Torch, and yeah, he always packs a punch. And yeah, we'll finish him off with the stun there too. Yeah, just don't take your chances, right? When you let your guard down, that's, you know, especially with how close we are right now to the end. Yeah, you don't want to lose your progress, right? You want to get this done. And again, I don't know if you guys will be able to one-shot this like the way I had some really good luck, obviously, but you'll be able to get a pretty decent attack in if you're patient. And obviously, if you don't have your city characters ready to go, yeah, you can always just chip away at this node, right, with your whatever lineup you're running with your roster. But yeah, this lineup is the one I use for my Dark Dimension 3 run, and it was very good. It was a very good team to use. The fifth was Ebony Maw. Unfortunately, obviously, due to restrictions, we can't use him here. So we've just pretty much carbon copied the exact same team minus Ebony Maw. And then they're spraying the debuffs again, playing such a key part, right? Just trying to remember how Minerva dies here. I'm just trying to remember how that happened. But yeah, Human Torch comes back again because he's the last and final drop, which is weird. They just had one character drop. It was really bizarre. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, as you guys see here, we stunned him. Got that slow reduction on him. And yeah, you just want to make sure you can get rid of him. And yeah, this is where that's right now, remember. Yeah, Falcon does his thing. And of course, because he has a speed up, he gives everybody speed up, and that actually kind of screws us a little bit here. So they actually, I think they kill Thanos here. I'm just trying to remember if they do, or maybe they don't. But yeah, I could have used my heal. I didn't. Or maybe I do use my heals. Okay, never mind. Scratch that. For some reason, I thought I didn't use the heal. But after I used the heal, I'm just trying to remember how she dies. It's right near the end here, I know. We're just going for Human Torch, and it might have just been. Oh, I'm trying. I thought it was Human Torch maybe killing her, but I will see because he looks like he's gonna get taken down here, and I just don't remember the exact reason. Yeah, so the ultimate, yes, that does the ultimate. Okay, I think she might have died from the bleeds, I think, or something. Okay, anyways, she dies. As you guys see here, we do get a bit close here because now we've got no heals coming from Minerva. We do have, of course, Proxima stun, so that's still good. But yeah, that really sucks because I was thinking to myself, holy crap, we might actually biff right at the end here. This happened to be in Dark Dimension 3 when I was doing my Note 7 attempt, and I ended up having just to not record again because I was just sick of how long it took. And as you guys see. We've got the sped up footage, but obviously this was like a 40-minute battle, and you don't wanna record another 40-minute video. It's just a nightmare. But yeah, we go through here. We take care of Falcon because we hate Falcon. Like I said already, we got lucky there near the end because only Minerva died. If anybody else would have died too along with her, well, we might be having a different little conversation here. But as you guys see here, nearing the end, and of course we got 3 Gregs just blowing up everything, and Hulk is just he's just taking a massive beating. We'll hold down here since we're almost done. And yeah, Proxima goes down. We still have Thanos and Hela, but yeah, it definitely a close call there. So we do get it done, and it is a one-shot, but unfortunately Minerva and Proxima don't make it. And luckily for us, we don't have to use them again. But definitely for sure, if I do the time run, I'm gonna probably be a little bit more conscientious there near the end. But yeah, there you guys have it, 72 point whatever mil damage, and that's the one shot there. And hopefully helps you guys out if you guys are running through Cosmic right now, or if you guys are planning to and you're trying to figure out what characters to use, or trying to see if Silver Surfer is worth it. Hopefully this helped you guys out. Anywho, guys, that's it for my Cosmic runs. I've still got a bit of work to do for my city characters. It's going to be the Symbiote Squad, but I'll have those posted once we can get those characters leveled up and tiered. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and as always, guys, happy gaming.